Firstly, congratulations on the result. What is it about South African teams that Munster seem to get right in terms of playing against them?
We had a good plan going into this game against this team. At altitude, we stuck to that plan. We spoke at the end of the game about dealing with adversity, moving on quickly from errors. I thought we did that. We were in a good place at half-time. Third quarter, not such a good place, but we kept playing. We had an exceptional bench to come on the field. In answer to your question, we respect them. So much respect for South African teams, and when you come down here with a short training week and at altitude, you've got to be good. I'm immensely proud of the lads for that effort today against a proper team. I hope that answers your question in some way.
Graham, especially that first half, it looked like you guys were very much in control of proceedings. I mean, you've spoken about you had a very definite tactic. I mean, at halftime you must have gone, yeah, we've actually played according to how we wanted to play.
Exactly, that's what we said.
Definitely.
Sticking to the plan. I mean, that is a real skill in itself, sticking to the plan, not panicking. We wanted to conserve our energy at the right time. We had to kick very smartly. Had to go away from how we've been playing the game for 2 years in terms of keeping the ball on the field. We had to go away from that a bit, but I'm delighted it worked.
Happy, okay.
Both coach and to the players as well. How much confidence does a win at altitude, and when you come in, you've got the plan, and you execute the plan well? How much confidence will that give this group of players going into the rest of this competition?
Shane,
I think you saw what happened to us last year. You know, on this trip to South Africa last year, it completely changed our season. It was those type of wins against the Stormers, even that game against the Sharks. We probably should have won at the end of that game, but the confidence that gave us then. If we can come to these places and win, no team has done it from Europe before. Who else can't we beat? You know, it really changed our perspective. We believe in ourselves to beat any team, but these wins just really give us a confidence that is hard to come by.
We saw you guys towards the back end of last season start to go on an incredible run, and it seemed like you weren't afraid of any team in front of you guys who pulling off big victories. Can we see a similar run this time around? Do you feel like the team is in a good space to replicate that?
Yeah, definitely. I think it looks similar to last year in the sense that all our players are coming back at the right times. We're playing against the big teams at the end of the season and we're getting the results. When our backs are up against the wall, we always deliver, and I think that's the special thing about this club.
Brenda.
Graham, also Leinster lost today. See you again. And obviously that helps you guys as well in terms of the chase. And you've leapfrogged the Bulls now, just in terms of where you are.
Are we?
Yeah.
It's going to be a good night.
So, just your thoughts on that and just the rest of the race.
We'll reflect on the game. There's still elements that we've got to be better at. Our composure was special tonight. And then I'll have a look at the league. We'll reflect on the game. We've got some tired bodies. We'll keep looking forward game by game. We're used to this run into the end of the season, pressure games away from home. We've got another one next week. We'll look game by game, see what we've got available, see how the bodies present themselves on Monday morning. We fly down to Cape Town tomorrow. We're going to stay in Cape Town till Friday. I'll look at the league table at some point in the week, but I'll reflect on the game and move forward.
And just if you can pull forward next week, how much would that mean in terms of the race? Come to South Africa.
It'll take another incredible performance against a very good team who have form. I was really impressed with the Lions. They beat Connacht away a matter of weeks ago. An exceptional performance. And I was talking to a few guys locally about how they've backed youth and stuck with some young men, and they're an exciting, dangerous team. But we'll deal with that Monday. Some pinotage to go before that.
Coach, Jake White and a few other coaches say that the South African teams are still in a learning process to adapt to the URC and to the Champions Cup and everything. What advice would you give these guys?
Jake White's still learning about rugby.
No, rugby, the players and everything.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure how or whether I should even comment on that. I don't know. That's Jake's perspective. I have nothing but respect for him as a coach and for this team. They can play. We've seen how well these South African teams, what they've done to the tournament, to the league, their power, and the pace, they can rip you apart from anywhere. I think they're learning very quickly.
I'm just following up on that. I mean, I've got a question for Shane. So
He's getting bored. He's getting bored.
Special defensive effort as well tonight. I mean, the guys really scrambled and put their bodies on the line.
Yeah, without being perfect. Trying the first half and then the start of the second half, we can be so much better. It'd be fair to say, wouldn't it?
Definitely.
And in those goal line stands, we can be better. But I've got a very good defence coach who the lads all believe in, and we have one of the best defences in the league. And you need it coming down here, as I say, to defend the power game and the way these teams can rip you apart on counter attack. You've got to have a good defence. So we'll ask Shane a question, please.
Please,
Yeah. Shane, coming up tonight, you and the rest of your back three up against a couple of World Cup winners, and of course Kane and Moody at 13 as well. It's obviously a strong point of the Bulls, but your back three, including yourself, you must be really well with how you guys handled that challenge, and especially in that first half. I mean, you guys were winning the aerial battle and the territorial battle. Yeah,
definitely. I think it's something we spoke about a lot this week as a back three. They've got like crazy threats, really. It's probably the most dangerous back three in the competition. So, as Graham said already, we had to change our style of playing early to avoid them lads running straight back at us. We kept all our kicks contestable inside our 22. We were putting the ball off the field and not giving them any chances. But when they did get the ball, I think we got around each other and we defended them in twos and threes and we backed each other up, and that's what our defence is all about. Not lads going out on their own. It's a team effort.
Graham, the issue of hate clashes and cards has been an ongoing debate this entire season regardless of who's playing. What do you make of today's one, and whether there's consistency in how these calls are made when it comes to carding players?
I thought that was quite a clear and easy decision there today. So there was no real need for any mitigation or looking at it multiple times. I'm happy with the process. I'm happy with the consistency. It's up to us as players and coaches to make sure we keep our actions low and practice that. We certainly do in the working week. Practice that late drop into a tackle. That's all I can really say about that.
You mentioned consistency. How important is to find consistency at what is an important stage of the season now, where the issue of the Champions Cup can be put aside and the team can put focus into one competition only?
It's certainly been a talking point for us. You know, we exited Europe in a disappointing game against Northampton, but we were running out of bodies at one point the week after that. It allowed us now just to focus on the URC. As much as the Champions Cup is important to our club, very important. We have a rich history in Europe. But no, you're right, it does let us focus on the URC.
Thank you. Well done.
Can't shut you up, kid.